All right, welcome back to another episode of the Black Bullion Show. Now, guys, I have to admit, today is a really weird day. It is Labor Day here in the United States, but it just feels strange given the record amounts of unemployment we're still seeing in the country. Recently, I made a video discussing what salaries would be like if they kept up with gold. I call it the salary to gold ratio. This time, we'll recap some of that, show some wage comparisons with gold, or with silver, actually, and we'll get into a discussion on it. But first, if you're new to this channel, please hit that big red subscribe button right down below. Also, please hit the like button. Helps to get this economic evangelism right on out there to the masses to bring more people into precious metals. All right, so this tweet comes from Katusa Research, highlighting comparisons between the gold price and wages. Let's jump into it. And he says, gold versus wages. Based on average hourly nominal wages in the private sector, you need to work 80 hours to buy 1 ounce of gold at spot. Despite record high gold prices and based on real wages, gold is relatively more affordable today than it was in 1980 and 2011 to 2013. Now, though Katusa is correct in saying that it's cheaper now than it was at the peak of the last two bull markets to get gold, it sure is still asking a lot from our salaries as we continue to trend northward. The reason why this overall uptrend in hours needed to attain 1 ounce of gold is worrisome is because gold and silver are money, i.e., if it feels like it's getting harder and harder to keep up with the Joneses, that's because against real money, well, it is. So last time we compared salaries against gold. This time we'll do the same, but we're going to do it with silver and see how far we've come. Okay, so the price of silver in 1970 was $1.77. The bottom 10% salary in the United States was $9,212. That means, one bottom 10% US salary would have grossed you 5,204 ounces of silver. The top 10% salary in the United States was $63,512 in 1970. One of these salaries would have grossed you 35,882 ounces of silver back then. So already we're seeing some nice salaries, weighted in silver. So let's skip ahead to modern times and see how things stack up. In 2016, the average closing price of silver was $17.17. So a bottom 10% salary in 2016, if it were to keep up with silver by using, this 5,204.52 ratio, would be this: $89,361.61. As of today, it would have risen to this: $140,053.63. So guys, this is still the bottom 10% salaries that we're looking at. We're only just looking at the bottom 10%. So this is pretty insane to think about. So now let's look at the top or the upper 10% for both of these dates using the 35,882 ounces to one salary ratio that we had back in 1970. So let's see here. So for the top 10% in 2016, you would have $616,102.35, and nearly $1 million today. So Man, to think, nice jobs now just give you basically annual bonuses of 2%, maybe 15% if you're in a very, very cushy job. Basically, in 4 years from 2016 to now, if you had a 10% salary that kept up with silver, that would have been nearly a 157% increase multiplied onto that 2016 number to get you to the 2020 number here, which is insane. So again, guys, it's Labor Day in the United States. If you're still fortunate to have a job and you have excess cash that won't be needed for anything for decades, you see what happens here when you convert your salary into silver. Now, I'm not here to tell anyone what to do with their money, with their salary, but I am here to share information so that you can have options that you may not have been previously aware of. So let me know what you thought about all of this information here regarding salaries, if they kept up with silver, in the comment section below. All right, guys, thanks again. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you're new. It's Black Bullion.